right, everybody, welcome back to Doc's VA Podcast. You know, your go-to spot for absolutely everything virtual assistants in healthcare.
And today we're diving deep
You got it.
into the incredible journey of Neil Bukia, registered nurse, practice manager,
Yes.
who not only made the leap into the HVA world himself,
Right.
but created a training program to help others do the same.
Exactly.
Now, Neil's story,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing.
Well, that's impressive.
Talk about a career glow-up.
Yeah.
9 years in the BPO industry.
Wow.
Starting as a CSR,
All right.
working his way up to operations manager.
Mm-hmm.
Then he transitions to healthcare as an
Right.
HVA.
Yep.
And just over a year later,
Oh, wow.
became a practice manager.
That's incredible.
What's so fascinating is how Neil leveraged his BPO experience
Right.
to excel as an HVA.
Yeah,
You might think those fields are totally different,
for sure.
but skills like process management,
Yes.
like streamlining workflows,
Uh-huh.
optimizing efficiency.
Gold in both worlds.
Absolutely.
That's so true.
You know,
Skills pay the bills.
they do. They do.
And Neil really highlights that in his training materials.
Yeah, he talks about that a lot.
Speaking of training,
Okay.
before we get too deep into Neil's journey,
Yeah.
let's make sure we're all on the same page
Right.
about what an HVA actually does.
For sure.
Neil makes a clear distinction between a general virtual assistant,
Oh, okay.
a VA,
Mm-hmm.
and an HVA.
Got it.
A VA might handle various tasks
Yeah.
like scheduling social media or even bookkeeping
Mm-hmm.
for different clients.
Yeah, like a jack of all trades.
Right. They're like the Swiss Army knife of remote work.
I like that.
But an HVA
Yeah.
focuses specifically on the needs of healthcare providers.
Right.
And that's where things get really interesting.
Absolutely.
Give us an example.
So imagine you're an HVA
Okay.
and you're managing patient records
Uh-huh.
in an electronic health record system,
Okay.
or EHR for short.
Okay, so that's what EHR means.
Exactly.
It's like a digital version of a patient's chart,
Exactly.
keeping all their medical information organized,
Right.
easily accessible to healthcare providers.
Yes. Exactly.
And that's just one piece of the puzzle.
That's right.
Neil breaks down the responsibilities of an HVA into 4 main categories.
Okay, I like categories. Lay it on me.
Let's start with administrative support.
Okay.
This might involve coordinating telehealth appointments.
Like virtual doctor's visits.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Or handling insurance claims,
Okay.
ensuring patients get the coverage they need.
That's a big one.
Then there's clinical support,
Right.
where you might transcribe a doctor's notes
Okay.
for a patient's medical record,
Mm-hmm.
ensuring accurate documentation of their care.
Right.
You could even coordinate prescription refills with a pharmacy,
Oh, wow.
taking some of the load off busy healthcare professionals.
That would be helpful.
Patient communication is another big one.
Okay.
HVAs are often the first point of contact for patients. Scheduling appointments,
Yeah?
sending reminders, and answering questions
Mm-hmm.
via phone or email.
Makes sense.
Sounds like building trust and clear communication are super important for an HVA.
Absolutely.
It's all about making those patients feel heard and supported.
Yeah, for sure.
And let's not forget about those specialized tasks.
Okay, so beyond those 3,
This could include medical billing and coding,
okay.
which can seem intimidating,
Yeah,
but is a highly sought-after skill,
I bet.
especially with the increasing complexity of healthcare billing.
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah,
So HVAs really wear a lot of hats.
they do.
It's clear they need a diverse skill set to be successful.
Absolutely. A diverse skill set is key.
And if there's one skill Neil emphasizes above all else,
Okay, what's that?
it's communication.
Communication. Okay.
Now, you might be thinking,
Okay.
but I'm working remotely.
Right.
How important can communication really be?
Yeah, you're not face to face, so.
But trust me,
Okay.
it's even more critical in a virtual setting.
Interesting. Okay. I'm listening.
When you're not face-to-face,
Right.
clear and effective communication
Yeah,
can make or break the patient experience.
for sure.
Think about it.
Okay.
Effective communication builds trust with patients,
Mm-hmm.
minimizes errors,
Yeah.
and ensures everyone's on the same page,
Okay.
even when they're miles apart.
That's important.
Neil stresses the importance of mastering medical terminology
Okay.
to sound confident and professional.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So brushing up on those medical terms is key.
Yeah, gotta sound like you know what you're talking about.
But it's not just about sounding smart.
Okay.
Neil also talks about adjusting your tone and pace
Right.
to put anxious patients at ease
Oh, that's a good point.
and becoming an active listener to truly understand their needs.
Yeah, being empathetic.
It's all about building rapport
Mm-hmm.
and showing empathy, even through a screen.
You can do that virtually too.
He also gets into the nitty-gritty of grammar and vocabulary,
Uh-huh.
especially in written communication.
Like subject-verb agreement
The basics.
and correct tense usage.
right.
They might seem basic,
Yeah.
but they can make a huge difference in how professional you appear.
Absolutely.
It's all about attention to detail, which is crucial when you're dealing with sensitive patient information. Of course,
Yeah.
and representing a healthcare practice.
Exactly.
Speaking of details,
Right.
Neil doesn't just stop at communication skills.
Okay, so what else?
He dives into the essential technical skills every HVA needs.
Okay, let's hear it.
First up,
Right.
remember those EHRs we talked about?
Yeah, the electronic health record.
Well, being comfortable navigating these systems
Okay,
is a must-have.
gotcha.
You'll be inputting data,
Mm-hmm.
updating records,
Right.
retrieving information quickly
Yeah.
for healthcare providers.
So you got to know your way around.
Sounds like a lot of responsibility.
It does.
But wouldn't you also need a good grasp of practice management software?
Oh, for sure. After all, that's what keeps the whole practice running smoothly, right?
Absolutely.
Practice management software helps with everything,
Okay.
from scheduling appointments to billing and coordinating care.
Right.
As an HVA, you might be using it to manage billing processes,
Okay.
track insurance claims,
Huh?
or even coordinate with different departments within the practice.
Yeah, like a central hub.
And with telehealth on the rise,
Right.
you'd need to be familiar with those platforms too, right?
Absolutely. Telehealth is huge.
Telehealth platforms make virtual consultations and remote patient monitoring possible.
Yeah, it's changing healthcare.
Neil specifically mentions platforms like Simple Practice,
Okay.
Office Alley,
Mm-hmm.
and Practice Fusion
All right.
as examples.
Gotcha.
So if you're looking to specialize in telehealth support,
Right.
familiarizing yourself with these platforms is a great place to start.
Definitely a good starting point.
It sounds like there's so many different directions you can go as an HVA.
Yeah, so many options.
But beyond all this specialized software,
Okay.
you'd need solid basic computer literacy too,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
like managing emails, calendars,
Yeah.
and those everyday office productivity tools.
The essentials.
Exactly.
Gotta have those down.
And let's not forget about troubleshooting.
Oh, right.
Technology can be finicky,
It can be.
and being able to troubleshoot those basic technical problems,
Yeah.
whether it's a connectivity issue during a virtual consultation
Oh, that would be
or
sick.
a software glitch,
Right.
shows that you're resourceful
Yeah.
and capable of handling those unexpected hiccups.
You got to be able to think on your feet.
It's all about being proactive
Mm-hmm.
and keeping things running smoothly, even when working remotely.
For sure. Staying on top of it.
So we've covered communication skills and technical skills, but what about those all-important soft skills?
Okay, the soft skills.
You know, the ones that really set you apart as an HVA?
What are those?
Why, yes.
Yeah.
Neil is a big advocate for strong soft skills.
Yeah, those are important too.
He emphasizes time management,
Time management. Okay.
which is essential when you're working remotely
Yeah,
and juggling multiple tasks.
for sure.
It's about planning your day effectively, prioritizing tasks to meet deadlines,
Right.
and finding that sweet spot between efficiency and quality.
You got to find that balance.
And of course, attention to detail is crucial,
Absolutely.
especially when you're dealing with sensitive patient information.
Yeah. No room for errors there.
You need to be meticulous in recording data accurately,
Mm-hmm.
double-checking information before submitting it,
Right.
and ensuring that every detail is accounted for.
Yeah. Dotting your I's and crossing your T's.
No room for typos when it comes to healthcare.
Exactly.
Right.
Absolutely.
And then there are organizational skills.
Okay.
These are like a superpower for HVAs.
I bet.
Think about managing patient records,
Okay.
scheduling appointments,
Wait.
keeping track of communication.
Yeah.
It's a lot to juggle.
For sure.
And strong organizational skills are what keep everything from turning into chaos.
Yeah. You got to stay organized.
So staying organized is key.
Absolutely.
The Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act,
Right. That's just.
all about protecting patient privacy.
Yes. Very important.
As an HVA, you'll be handling sensitive patient information.
Mm.
So you need to be fully aware and how to apply them in your daily work.
Okay.
It's not just about avoiding legal trouble.
Right.
It's about building trust with patients
Yeah.
and showing that you take their privacy seriously.
Absolutely. It's not something to take lightly.
Clearly not something to take lightly.
Well,
And speaking of learning,
okay.
Neil doesn't just stop at skills.
He doesn't.
He actually includes a bonus round
A bonus round.
in his training materials.
Fair.
All about building a killer resume and cover letter
Oh, wow.
that will make you stand out from the crowd.
That's what you need.
Ooh, tell me more about this bonus round.
Yeah.
I'm sure our listeners are eager to hear how to land their dream HVA job.
Of course.
After all, having the skills is only half the battle.
Right.
You need to showcase them effectively.
You got to market yourself.
Exactly.
That's key.
And Neil has some fantastic tips on how to do just that.
Okay, I'm ready.
He emphasizes tailoring your resume to specific HVA roles,
Okay.
highlighting relevant experience with quantifiable achievements. Think numbers and results.
Yeah. Got to show them you're serious about privacy.
That's a great point.
It is.
It's all about showing potential employers that you're not just qualified
Right.
and you're passionate about patient privacy.
Exactly.
But before we get too deep into the bonus round, let's take a quick break
Sounds good.
and come back to unpack those resume and cover letter tips in more detail.
All right, looking forward to it.
Welcome back to Doc's VA Podcast. Before the break, we were in the thick of it, talking about Neil Bequia's insights on becoming an HVA rock star.
Yeah, all those essential skills. We
Yeah.
even touched on the tech side of things.
What did?
But now
Yes.
it's time to tackle the bonus round.
Okay.
Neil's advice on crafting a resume and cover letter that'll make those hiring managers say, wow, we need this person.
I love it.
So Neil emphasizes tailoring your resume
Okay.
to each specific HVA role you apply for.
All right.
It's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
Makes sense.
You really need to highlight
Yeah.
those skills and experiences that directly match the job description.
It's about showing the hiring manager you've done your homework and understand their needs.
Exactly. You've done your research.
Exactly.
For instance, let's say you're applying for a position that heavily involves telehealth coordination.
Okay. Telehealth coordination.
In that case, make sure to showcase any experience you have with scheduling technology or even customer service in a virtual environment.
It's all about connecting the dots for them
Yes.
and making it crystal clear why you're the perfect fit.
Right.
And when describing your experience,
Okay.
Neil is all about using quantifiable achievements.
Okay.
Numbers speak volumes.
They do show me the numbers.
Instead of simply saying, I manage patient records,
Right.
try something like,
Okay.
I accurately maintained and updated over 500 patient records
Okay.
using electronic health records software,
Uh-huh.
ensuring data integrity and confidentiality.
Oh, I like that much better.
It's not just about what you did,
Right.
but the impact you made.
I like that.
And speaking of impact,
Okay.
when it comes to the skills section of your resume,
Right.
don't forget to flaunt those in-demand HVA skills we talked about earlier,
Oh, those good ones.
like communication organization, tech savviness, and of course, high-pay compliance.
Of course. Gotta have that.
But don't just list them.
Right.
Give specific examples of how you've demonstrated these skills in past roles.
Right. Okay.
So instead of just saying, I'm a great communicator,
Right.
you might say,
Okay.
I effectively communicated with over 100 patients daily. Clear and empathetic interactions.
Oh, that's good.
Now let's move on to the cover letter.
All right. Cover letter time.
Neil sees this as your chance to truly sell yourself and let your personality shine through.
Okay. So it's not just.
So it's not just a dry rehash of your resume.
Okay.
It's your opportunity to tell a story
I like stories.
and show the hiring manager who you are beyond those bullet points.
Gotcha.
He recommends starting with a strong introduction
Okay.
that clearly states the position you're applying for and why you're excited about it.
Right. Gotta get them hooked.
Think of it as your elevator pitch.
I like that.
Grab their attention from the get-go.
Yeah. First impressions.
And then use the body of your cover letter to elaborate on those relevant experiences and skills. But don't just repeat what's already on your resume.
Okay.
Give them the juicy details.
Okay. I like that.
This is your opportunity to provide context
Okay.
and bring your qualifications to life.
Right.
Neil suggests weaving in specific examples of how you've handled challenges, demonstrated initiative, or gone above and beyond in previous roles.
So like anecdotes and stuff.
Those real-life anecdotes are what make your application memorable and show that you're not just a leader of skills, but a proactive and passionate individual.
Yeah. You're a human being.
Exactly.
Not a robot.
And finally, end your cover letter with a strong conclusion
Oh.
that reiterates your enthusiasm for the role and expresses your eagerness to learn more.
Right. Leave them wanting more.
It's like leaving them wanting more.
Exactly.
Make sure to thank the hiring manager for their time and consideration.
Yeah. Basic courtesy.
And don't forget to include your contact info so they can easily reach out for an interview.
So they can call you.
That's how you wrap things up.
That's a good cover letter.
So there you have it.
They did it.
Neil's bonus round for crafting a standout resume and cover letter.
Love it.
It's all about showcasing your skills, demonstrating your value, and making a lasting impression.
You got it.
And remember, this is just a glimpse into the treasure trove of knowledge Neil shares in his full training program.
Oh, wow, there's more.
If you're serious about becoming an HVA, we highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Now let's zoom out a bit
Okay.
and talk about the bigger picture.
The big picture, all right.
Why is the HVA field growing so rapidly?
Yeah.
And why is it such an exciting career path?
What's all the hype about?
Well, one of the biggest drivers is the rise of telehealth.
Telehealth.
With more and more healthcare services being delivered remotely, the demand for skilled professionals who can support those services is skyrocketing.
Makes sense, supply and demand.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And it's not just about convenience.
Okay.
Telehealth is expanding access to care, particularly for those in rural areas or who have difficulty traveling to appointments.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's truly making healthcare more accessible for everyone.
I love that.
And HVAs are essential in making that happen.
Okay, so they're really important.
They're coordinating appointments, troubleshooting tech issues, and ensuring patients have a positive and seamless telehealth experience.
That's a lot.
They're the behind-the-scenes heroes of virtual healthcare.
I like that behind-the-scenes heroes.
Another factor driving the growth of the HVA field
Okay, what else?
is the increasing administrative burden on healthcare providers.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
Doctors and nurses are already stretched thin,
They are.
and they're spending more and more time on paperwork, billing, and other administrative tasks that take them away from their primary focus,
Which is?
patient care.
Patient care, right.
That's where HVAs come in.
Okay.
By taking on those administrative duties, they free up healthcare providers to spend more time doing what they do best, diagnosing, treating, and caring for patients.
I like that.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, everyone benefits.
Providers get much-needed support, and HVAs get to make a real difference in the healthcare system while enjoying the flexibility and autonomy of remote work.
That's awesome.
And let's not forget about career satisfaction.
Career satisfaction.
Many HVAs find immense fulfillment in knowing that they're contributing to the well-being of others, even from behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's rewarding.
It's a career path that's both challenging and rewarding, offering the opportunity to make a real difference in people's lives while enjoying the flexibility and independence of remote work.
It sounds pretty ideal.
And with the right skills, dedication, and a little bit of guidance, it's a career path that's within reach for anyone passionate about healthcare.
I love that message.
Now, we've talked a lot about the practical side of becoming an HVA.
Yeah, the nuts and bolts.
The skills, the training, the job search.
You're right.
But let's be real, starting a new career can be daunting.
It can be a little scary.
What about those nagging doubts that might be creeping in?
Oh, yeah, those doubts.
You know, thoughts like, can I really do this, or am I qualified enough?
Yeah, imposter syndrome.
It's totally natural to feel that way,
It is.
especially when you're venturing into unfamiliar territory.
New things can be scary.
But here's the thing.
Okay,
You don't need to be a medical expert to be a successful HVA.
that's good to hear.
In fact, many of the skills that are most valuable in this role are transferable from other industries.
Oh.
So those years you spent in customer service,
Uh-huh.
project management, or even in administrative roles,
Yeah,
they weren't wasted.
they weren't.
They've equipped you with valuable skills that you can apply to the HVA world.
I like that.
Think about your past experiences.
Okay.
Have you ever managed projects,
Mm-hmm.
coordinated schedules,
Yeah.
troubleshooted technical issues,
Mm-hmm.
provided excellent customer service?
I've done all of those.
If you answered yes to any of those questions, you already have a solid foundation to build upon. That's encouraging.
And with the right training and a willingness to learn, you can absolutely develop the specialized knowledge and skills you need to thrive as an HVA.
I believe it.
Remember, Neil himself came from a BPO background and successfully transitioned into the healthcare world?
He did.
If he can do it,
Right?
so can you.
That's inspiring.
It's about recognizing your strengths,
Okay.
identifying areas for growth, and taking those proactive steps to bridge the gap.
You got it.
And don't underestimate the power of networking and mentorship.
Oh, yeah.
Networking is key. Connect with other HVAs, join online communities, and seek out guidance from those who've already paved the way.
Yeah. Find your people.
You'll be amazed by how supportive and helpful the HVA community can be.
I bet.
And remember, this is a journey,
Okay.
not a sprint.
A marathon, not a sprint.
There will be challenges along the way,
There will be.
but with perseverance and a positive attitude, you can achieve your HVA goals.
I believe it. Welcome back to Doc's VA Podcast. We've covered so much ground in our exploration of the world of healthcare virtual assistants,
It really has been a deep dive, hasn't it?
guided, of course, by the incredible insights of Neil Buquia.
Oh, yeah. Neil's journey is so inspiring.
From his background in BPO
Right.
to becoming a practice manager in just over a year,
That's amazing.
we've unpacked the essential skills,
Yeah.
those soft skills,
Yeah.
the ones that really make a difference.
Right. Those are key.
And even Neil's bonus round
Oh, yeah. The resume and cover letter tips.
for crafting a standout resume and cover letter that'll grab those hiring managers' attention.
Those are so helpful.
And you know what else we've explored?
What's that?
The bigger picture of the HVA world.
Oh, right. The whole landscape.
The rise of telehealth,
Telehealth is huge.
the increasing demands on healthcare providers,
Yeah, they're so busy.
and, of course, the incredible career satisfaction that comes with being an HVA.
It's a rewarding field for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, it's clear that this field is brimming with opportunity.
It is
And it's more accessible than you might think.
more than people realize.
What really resonates with me is how Neil's journey highlights the transformative power of this career path.
It's not just a job, it's a whole new way of thinking about your career.
Exactly. It's not just about securing a job. It's about empowering yourself to make a meaningful contribution to healthcare
Right. And on your own terms.
while enjoying the flexibility and autonomy of remote work.
That's the beauty of it.
It's about finding that sweet spot where your passion for helping others intersects with your desire for a fulfilling and flexible career.
I love that, finding your passion.
And Neil's training program perfectly embodies that spirit of empowerment.
He's a great teacher.
He's not just teaching people the ropes. He's inspiring them to believe in their own potential,
And to take charge of their own careers.
to take charge of their career journeys. Exactly.
It's empowering.
He's providing the tools and the knowledge they need to succeed,
Right.
while instilling a sense of confidence and self-belief that's crucial for navigating any career transition.
You got to believe in yourself.
And I think that's what makes this conversation so powerful.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
It's not just about the technical skills or the resume tips. Those are certainly important.
Of course, those are important too.
It's about that mindset shift,
Right.
that belief that you can create the career you want, even if it means stepping outside your comfort zone
Getting out of that comfort zone.
and venturing into uncharted territory.
That's where the magic happens.
Absolutely. And for those of you listening who might be hesitant about exploring the HVA world, I encourage you to take that leap of faith.
Just go for it.
Do your research,
Yeah.
connect with other HVAs,
Find your community.
and most importantly, believe in yourself.
That's the most important thing.
You have more to offer than you realize.
Way more.
This is a field ripe with opportunity, and with the right mindset and dedication, you can absolutely achieve your HVA goals.
I believe that.
As we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
we want to leave you with one final thought-provoking question.
All right, hit me with it.
Think about your own unique skills and experiences.
Okay, my skills and experiences.
How could you leverage those to stand out as an HVA?
Oh, that's a good question.
What unique value could you bring to a healthcare practice?
I'd have to think about that.
The answers to those questions might surprise you.
You never know.
You might have hidden talents or untapped potential that you haven't even considered.
That's true. Everyone has something special to offer.
So embrace your individuality.
Be yourself.
Be bold.
Yeah,
And don't be afraid to think outside the box.
I like that.
Your dream HVA career is out there waiting for you.
It is.
It's time to take that first step and start exploring the possibilities.
What are you waiting for?
And remember, the Docs VA podcast community is here to support you every step of the way.
We're all in this together.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the exciting world of healthcare virtual assistants.
It's been a blast.